Hello boys and girls, Ant here again, playing Elite Dangerous again. I said again twice in the space of like one sentence, that's dreadful. I played this a little while ago when I literally just jumped straight in, no idea what was going on, managed to encounter a bug in the tutorial stage, which I don't think's been fixed yet. I'm a little bit more competent at this now, and I said I'd do another video before the full game releases, which is on December 16th. So we're going to jump in. And I'm playing this solo. I'm not going into open play because I don't want to be destroyed by loads of other players. This is an online only game though, so even if you want to go in solo play, you still have to have an online connection, which I discovered the second day I tried to play this. I'm not keen on that sort of thing. I really don't think if you're playing without other players in your game, you shouldn't need a connection, especially when the game really doesn't benefit from it, like the crew doesn't benefit from having that. Right, here we are. We're in Boom Terminal. I have the controls down nowadays, so let's open up Starport Services while we're going back to the surface. And we're going to get a mission, and we're going to go do a mission. So we need to go to the bulletin board. And let's see, Siren Light cargo was required. Is that something I can do? Trending upsurge in biowaste in Siren has opened opportunities for logistics division, willing to pay 1,660 credits for the transportation of a test batch of biowaste units to our agents at Conrad Port. Right, let's decline for now. The industrious citizen looking for a like-minded partner to profit and productivity. That's probably troublesome. Let's read what this says. It's a good thing you're here, Commander. We're in trouble and we might need the person to help us get back. Right now, run into Indite. When that happens, not only will we be looking for a new job, but the boys down below are going to end up without pay for several days' pay. Do I actually need to get that? Anyhow, now we're going to run out of Indite when that happens. Did they actually give me that credit? Is this one the ones where I have to go find it myself? Because that could be troublesome if it costs money to get. So I'm going to decline that one. Let's just do this one, because it's a nice simple mission. They're going to give me the cargo, biowaste, got to contact, deliver it. 8.86 light years away. Conrad Port, system Siren. Oh, we're going to have to travel to another system. Isn't that good? Right, pop out of that. Let's launch. Ooh. I am a lot more manoeuvrable in this thing now than I was before. When you watched it last time, I struggled to just fly out the spaceport. Got to avoid crashing into that other ship. Should be alright. Whee! Right. Got to fly a certain distance away. Let's bring up the landing gears. They're going to scan my ship to make sure I'm not troublesome. For some reason I always look for a horizon when you're in space, because, well, let's face it, you're out in space. When that little mass lock symbol in the right hand corner disappears, that means that we're out of distance from the space station. We can start using hyper jumps and all that. Boom, right, let's slow to a halt. And while we're here, let's just take a look back. You can have a look at the space station we were just in, because it may look familiar to hardcore fans of Elite. That is Bohm Station. That's the iconic space station from the original Elite games, which is quite cool. Obviously it was all wireframe, but what they've done is a nice little sort of, I can't point it out with the mouse, can I? Because I'm in a cockpit view. But they've given slight highlighting around the edges, so when you're approaching it right from the front, it really does look like the original Bohm Station. Right, we need to go to Siren, so we have to look at the galaxy map. Siren's 2 leaps away. Quantum leaps. I don't think it's possible to leap that far in one go. So we've got the destination set. Right, there's Siren. Frameship cancelled. Jump exceed. Yeah, so you need to do this in 2 jumps. So galaxy map. So we need to go to this one first. This is going to be a long trip. So let's go. I figured out what all these little things mean now. All the icons on screen. That little circle just to the left of the map, that points out where your destination is in space. So you want to target it. Let's do this. We need to start flying forward because we're going to want to be at full speed when we jump into hyperspace. And then when that charges up, we'll boof and disappear. And we'll be in GCRV 4854654. Here we go. Boom. Rather a nifty way of hiding the loading screen, really, isn't it? I've only done one hyperspace mission so far. I've kept a lot of them in the same system. Boom! And yeah, it drops you right out in front of a star. Look at that. How nice is that? Solar flares going off and all sorts. Right. We don't need to stay around here. So let's just move away from the star. And we can slow down. Because we want to go to the next system, which is Siren. Oh, select destination. Right. And there's Siren. I've got enough fuel to make it there. We're really travelling through the systems fast here. I'm wondering if when you get bigger ships you don't have to, you can increase the distance you can hyperspace through. See how far away it is? 300, 200 days away. 100, 200 days. Boom. But we're going to get there in seconds. It's quite cool. It does display the distance of space. Gives you the idea of just how far away things are in space sometimes. Boom. Here we are. Another sun. A bit brighter than the last one. Right. We need to find... was it called Conrad or something? There's one of the Siren systems. Let's slow down and we'll have a think about it. The thing is, when you're in hyperspace you can get attacked by people. Right. So the mission was Conrad Port in Siren. So we're going to want to find that. Rashdock, Conrad Port, lock destination. Let's go back. So where is it? This way. There's Conrad Port. It's 43 days away at our current speed. Good job we're going to speed up then. It's actually in this same system. It's not that far. Right, hopefully no space pirates come and attack me. Even though it says we're like 30 seconds away, we're going to slow down as we get closer towards it so we can actually stop. Because when you're travelling at subluminal speeds or light speed or anything like that, stopping is something you need to really do very soon. You need to get it very precise. Like, did you watch Star Trek Into Darkness? And there's that bit where they get knocked out of warp right near the moon? That's impossible. They would have gone straight past the moon into the sun, especially when the other ship manages to come by and just manages to land in the same position. Right, slow down. Well, then we want to go too fast to drop out. But we're going to keep ourselves around this. That's where Conrad is. I don't want to do an emergency drop. We're just going to stay nearby. Because we're right in the system of it. There's a shooting star. That's another person travelling around. It's Conrad Port. Is it the other side of that? It's the other side, isn't it? Let's get around this planet. I think we're slow enough now to actually break out of the speed we're at. Don't want to go too close to the planet because I don't want to get drawn into its gravitational field. Right, there's Conrad Port. 11 million miles away from it. But we're travelling fast. That little blue indicator on the side is our optimum speed. It's our turning speed, a little blue indicator next to the thruster on the right of the map. Look at the planet there. Isn't that nice? There is some nice views of planets on this game. Right, we can speed up a little. So we're not going as fast as we were before. We're going 175 kilometers per second right now. 200 kilometers per second. A little trail going past there. It's when we get within 1,000 kilometers. Slow down. Safe disengage. Ready? Boom. Here we go. And there we are. There's Conrad Port. Right, where's the entrance? This side. When you're at the proper space stations, you can tell where the main entrances are to them, because you can see those little glowing marks around the entrance. That is advertising. All the billboards. I'm shifting over to one side because I want to come in from the right angle. We're 9 kilometers away. You need to be 7.5 kilometers away, I think it was, before you can actually request docking. When you get to the ports, you have to do stuff like refuel and repair. You get wear and tear on your ship as you go along. Right. Let's fly above it. And we'll ask for permission to dock. But yeah, I've definitely got the hang of this game a lot more than I had before. You compare this to how I was playing it in the first video I did. Right. We're almost above it. That little dot on the radar, that's got the glowing orange circle. That's the entrance to Conrad Port. It's directly below me, almost. So let's come to a halt. Press X and it automatically drops you to a halt. There's another ship there. Whee! There we go, we're not far away. It's close enough. Right. I want to centre the ship because if you're not careful, you notice everything's moving. If you don't centre the ship, then you kind of start spinning out of control when you're looking at that. Right, proceed to Bay 13. Let's go at a decent speed, don't want to go too fast though. How nice this one is. I like this one. Kind of reminds me of Deep Space Nine with the big halo ring. That'll basically be all the civilian areas on a space station like this. Because it's the outer edges, so the gravity will be more like Earth's gravity. Right, I want to slow down a bit because I'm going a bit fast here. Don't want to go and lock myself right into the middle of their spaceport doors, do I? Especially when they've got this frame around it, which is very disconcerting. I did when I came to one port once, I got a lovely welcome where some sort of bandit spaceship had flown in there. It was heading towards it, got scanned, and it got blasted out of the sky, which was entertaining, right in front of me. It's like, welcome to the space station. Right. Bay 13 we're looking for. Which is there. Hope you don't get vomity. Right, and last time I couldn't figure out why I couldn't land, and I eventually figured it out. You have to be facing the right direction. We're just going to drop straight down. I've gotten a lot better at landing this thing. Let's move forward a little bit. Not quite over it. Oop. Landing gear. Got to line up. Get forward a bit. Back a bit, back a bit, back a bit. Went too far there. Whee! Plonk. There you go. Let's drop into the hangar. I would say that went a hell of a lot better than it did in the last game, didn't it? You should go watch my other video, which is 40 minutes of me making a blooming arse of myself. But yeah, it was actually better to just jump straight into the main game and not bother with all the tutorials, because whilst they teach you little things, they don't tell you the controls, and the main game actually starts you off with a little sequence where you have to press all the buttons, all the directional buttons and everything, like you're, you know, like you're checking your systems and everything. And that got the game going. Right, we need to go to the bulletin board. And there you go, just transfer the cargo. 1,660 credits. Boom, into my bank balance. and then you use those credits for, you know, refueling your vehicle. It's only 40. Repairs, let's see, nothing's been damaged, but wear and tear needs a repair. That's okay, it doesn't cost anything. I don't think it costs much of anything at all. When you go into battles, obviously this all starts getting destroyed. I'll show you my ship. Not the shipyard. These are ones you can buy. I've got some way to go before I can afford a Viper. I'm trying to get a Cobra because I've got some free skins for a Cobra. Outfitting. This is my ship. This one here. Little tiny phone. I should be inside there really. But you can let's look at liveries, that gives you a good look at it. That's my vehicle. Tiny little ship, one-man vessel, can travel at light speed. Who'd have thunk it? I haven't got any decals for this, which sucks. But once I get a Cobra Mark III, which should be one in the shipyard, it's a Sidewinder, that's my ship, which is one of the ones you had in the original Elite game. Cobra Mark III, which is one of these. Looks quite similar to my one, but it's a bit more flashy, faster. Manoeuvrability is not as good, but it's a faster vehicle. I've got skins for these that I can chuck on. It's got more spaces to chuck stuff, more cargo capacity, which is handy. But yeah, I want to get one of those, but I need 379,000. I don't know what this ship's location thing is. It says there's one of these in LHS 1914, which I don't know if this means there's a specific one somewhere. Or if you have to find it, maybe. But it's a bit strange, but that's an Eagle. That's a flashier one. And that's a Viper. But yeah. That's all I want to show. I want to show you the basic gameplay of Elite Dangerous, and I managed to do it without screwing up in probably, what, 10 minutes? I think that's pretty good for me. So yeah. That's Elite Dangerous. Out on December 16th. I think it's like almost a full price download game. Get it from Elite Dangerous's website. They're going to be selling little customizable things to add to your ships and stuff like that, decals and whatnot. It's a very complex game. It is a flight sim game. The way I played it just there, I'm keeping it really simple and casual, but there's little things like, you see that little bit on the right that has RST, system engine, weapons and all that sort of thing. You can manage how much power you put into each thing there by tapping the buttons. Left for systems, up for engine, right for weapons, and it balances out your powers. So when you're into battles, you might want to put more into weapons and engines, because that'll be more reliant for you. But yeah, so it is a complex game. You sometimes will be flying around space, you'll see a bit of cargo. You can press a button to open a cargo scoop and scoop it up and see what you get. Sometimes when you destroy a ship, they drop something. You might want to be a pirate and you might want to take out an enemy. But yeah, that's Elite Dangerous. Give it a try when it comes out. It's really nice. I've looked at Star Citizen, I'm not too keen. This seems more my cup of tea. There's also No Man's Sky coming soon, which is going to be a much more arcadey experience, I think, but still very much obviously influenced by Elite. But yeah, again, Elite Dangerous. I'll catch you later. Bye.